Today is May 5th of 2013. I'm bringing you the new moon in Taurus that's going to happen on the 9th of May at 8:29 p.m. 2013 here in the east coast of the U.S. This will also be an eclipse, and this will be a time for you to do just what the eclipse asks, and that is to, on a new moon, we want to manifest, and that is to find our value, what's our worth, what do we need, start putting a foundation or continue to put the foundation down to then create and have the things and move forward in life in a way that's going to have some consistency, some stability to it. Because Taurus rules the second house in astrology, it's where we want to say, all right, we got to lay a plan here. We're changed. You went through the first house. Change happened. Sun went through Aries. There's beginnings, and now it's like, how can we put some stability to this so we can sustain or maintain what it is we want to do, what it is we just began, and make something of it. We're going to have Mars, Mercury, Sun, and Moon, and of course the South Node, which is where, yes, in astrology we must release, but new moon is when we want to create. So it's kind of a strange time, but it's kind of a time to awaken from within and say, who am I, what am I, and what's my value? Mars is going to bring passion and aggression and a lot of that male energy into this moon, because it's going to be conjunct. Mercury is going to be your ability to dig and get to the bottom of things and create from a perspective that you'll like. And then we're going to see the Sun and Moon, of course, put our ability for us to move forward, drawn from the past. That's what a new moon is. It's going to happen at 19 degrees, so find Taurus, find 19 degrees, and I think you'll like what happens, okay? Opposite of this is going to be, of course, the North Node, which is where the universe allows energy or allows information in so we can expand on who we are from our evolutionary perspective, and it's also the universe's way of saying, hey, it's time to go. You got to wake up. There's time for you to open to more, and you're ready for it. And so I'm bringing it to you, and this is from a soul perspective, so these lessons are over long periods of time. Remember, Saturn's also there. It's at 7 degrees, and Saturn at 7 degrees of Scorpio is where we want to work on the soul lessons. So Scorpio's other people's values, how we allow and what we allow in from others, and then what we allow to stick as far as us dealing with others. But remember also that Scorpio, because it does rule the soul, and because it rules us and letting other energies into who we are, doesn't mean that they're good or doesn't mean they're right. They could be wrong and bad, and so we need to deal with that, run it through our filter, and then emerge with an idea that's got what was brought to us and then what we know, merge and become something more than you could have on your own. Now, with these eclipses here, this is a time that the powers to be know that this is a huge time, a huge opportunity for them to really get moving on their objectives. So what I said earlier, and I want to clarify, I think it was the last video about everything's a lie. I mean, big governments, anybody trying to control for control purposes, media, any big corporation, or most big corporations, I should say, not any corporations, have layers and layers that they got to support. So they have to create an item that they just have to create to help keep that structure in place. It sustains the top and causes a lot of effort from beneath to keep the top, and it just doesn't work through time unless everybody buys into it and thinks that's the way it has to be. We're in a lot of belief systems here that control is trying to take over. There's a lot of stories being told. Lies are everywhere, and I asked you last time to just please dig within. That's what the quest is here. Saturn's in Scorpio. Go within. What does your soul know? What do you believe? Yes, you're letting others in. You're getting a lot of information. You want to dig. You want to get to the bottom of things. But in the end, you got to come to the surface with what you know. And that's the key here. And the powers to be know this. We're in a rare time. Pluto in Capricorn. Pluto rules Scorpio. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn's in Scorpio. They're in each other's signs, mutual reception. Saturn's lessons, Scorpio's death and rebirth. Pluto is transformation, death and rebirth, and then Capricorn is the keeper of time, and it's also the structure builder, the controlling energy. So because we're digging deep and tearing apart structures and tearing apart the ability to control, that doesn't work within nature. All this is coming to the surface, and it's up to you to figure it out. Now, what's also happening is Uranus is in Aries, and it's square, and it's going to exactly square on the 20th of May Pluto. And so you know, a lot of energy's building up, and so we got a huge opportunity when that happens, because the sun will go in Gemini on the 20th of May. A lot of opportunity for, again, these wars to ramp up, more change, more chaos, more uh, energies coming to you to try to keep you off of moving forward. And I'm going to beg you to stay focused, stay, you know, in your meditation. Remember who you are. Remember that your real power is within. They're trying to keep you from that, because they know that if you empower yourself now, they're in trouble later, and they can't keep the power and keep you where they need you. So know that the time now is to empower, and this Taurus moon is going to bring stability to that. You're going to have Mars passion, the ability to, with Mercury, uh, find what you need as far as information, find a class, study something, get out, read a book, take a new subject on, because this is going to help you sustain and really find your value and help build that foundation even more than you could have ever imagined. Okay, this with these eclipses, lastly in the Scorpio Taurus. You're here being reminded of all those little notches in the soul that were there, scars in the soul, whatever you want to call them, that left an impression or left an idea or an energy that you'll never forget. And because Pluto's in Capricorn and Saturn's in Scorpio, and the eclipses now, the North Node's in Scorpio, those things are coming back to you. A lot of your past is coming up. You should be dreaming. There should be a lot of energy from below the surface trying to come to you and show what's going on. From a perspective that you can deal with it, even though it was from a long time ago. That's where it started, but you keep repeating. So you're going to find a lot of cycles that are emerging, and you really be able to get to the core of things and see things as they are from a universal perspective. The planets are begging us to do this. Here's a huge opportunity for you. So please, I hope you get after it. Okay. I'm going to shoot a video about May 20th. I'm going to shoot a video about, we're going to have Saturn, is of course in Scorpio, Neptune's in Pisces, and we're going to have late June, July, we're going to have the sun go into Cancer. I'm going to have, of course, the new moon is going to be there, and we're going to have Jupiter there. So we're going to have, in my opinion, a lot of storms, a lot of water, a lot of subsurface things, a lot of things coming up from the bottom, and it's going to affect the U.S. because our birthday's July 4th. So you watch, it's a grand trine. And everybody's talking about this great whatever coming up and happening, but I'm here to tell you it's going to be that it's all going to be opposite Pluto. So lessons are going to come, and they're going to be tremendous lessons. So watch that as we move forward. Also, in5d.com. That's the number 5, and then the letter D.com. I'll be on their Blog Talk radio show Monday, May 13th, 7 to 9 p.m. I believe it's East Coast time. I'll clarify that. If it's not, if I don't clarify it, it is. I'll be with Gregg and Heidi, and they're awesome as far as their interviews and their questions and the show itself. So I believe there's a call-in section, so you'll be able to call in. I'd love to talk to a lot of you. I'd never got a chance to. So if you get the time and you're available, please, I'd love to chat with you. So anyway, good luck with this new moon. It's about manifesting, building a foundation from what it is you are from deep within, and putting a plan together. So let's get that going here, and I wish you the best, because there's a lot changing. This is an eclipse. The universe is saying you can do it, and so it knows you're ready. So you just got to open.